Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for taking a couple minutes out of your day to watch the video. And as you can see, you're not in the tackle room today, we're here in the kitchen. Got a really special technique that I'm going to show you guys that I have used ever since I was in high school about boiling frogs and soft plastics. I'm going to explain to you why I do this and how it's going to improve your catch to land ratio here in a little bit. But first of all, I want to go over what we're going to do here as far as the baits. I've got my frog line up out here, and I've got a variety of frogs. I've got the Spro Poppin' Frog, got the Megabass Big Gabbit, got the Zoom Frog, another Big Gabbit, just a generic mouse, and a Strike King Frog. And the thing that I'm going to do with this, guys, I'm going to explain to you, every one of these frogs has a different wall texture, and as far as how thick they are, and I'm going to explain to you why they need to be boiled. Also, I've got the soft plastics here. When I boil my soft plastics, I normally do them all at the same time. And the reason I do this is, like, take for example, if you notice this one right here, see that's not perfectly straight, it's sort of crooked. All these are a little bit crooked, just a little bit, as you can see there. They're not perfectly straight. And here's a good example of one right there. This takes place because, like, I keep my soft plastics a lot of times in duffel bags, and if you've got a lot of weight on some of the soft plastics, the weight will actually eventually pinch if they set like that long enough. But I'm going to show you guys how to straighten them out perfect where they're like brand new. So anyway, we got here, I've got my boiling water over here ready to go. Just take a medium size, medium to large saucepan, throw them in there. And most of the time, this is a process that's going to take anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. And okay, while they're boiling here, just put them in there and stir them up a little bit. And I'm gonna explain to you a little bit why they need to be boiled. First of all, frogs are notorious for losing fish on them. I mean, it's just one of those deals. It's just the nature of the bait. You've got the hook put in close to the soft plastic. And a lot of times the soft plastic or the plastic on a frog, it's pretty hard. For example, the Spro frog, the bronze-eye frog or the poppin' frog, that's the hardest frog on the market. Those things are like super hard and you lose a lot of fish on them. So you definitely need to boil those Spro frogs. The Megabass Big Gabbit, it's a pretty soft frog out of the package. You really don't need to do it, but I do it anyway. Same with the Zoom frog, it's pretty soft out of the package. And the Strike King frog is sort of a mix. It's a little bit harder than the Megabass and the Zoom frogs, but not quite as hard as the Spro frog. But anyway, all of them, they've got to be boiled. And if you do this for 3 or 4 minutes, you're going to soften them up 50%. And what that does is when that bass bites that frog, and if the plastic is soft on it, it's going to compress a little bit, and you're going to get a lot better hookups as far as land to hook ratio. The same with the soft plastics in there. I've been doing this soft plastic boiling ever since I was in high school. My sister used to make fun of me all the time. I used to boil plastic worms at night. I'd have them laid out over the kitchen table. And I think it's really critical to have your soft plastics completely straight. If you're fishing like a straight-tailed worm or any type of a straighter worm, creature bait, it doesn't matter if it's a beaver or Z-hog, whatever, I just think you get a lot more bites with them straight. And if you're fishing a creature bait like the Z-Craws that I'm showing you here, or a brush hog or something like that, it's really critical that the flappers set perfectly straight, because not only that makes the bait fall correctly, but it gives that bait the action it's intended to have. So if you've got a crooked one, it's going to mess that up quite a bit. So anyway, these have been in here for a couple minutes now. That's probably good enough. We're going to take them off the fire, take them over here and lay them out. And you don't really have to do that much with the frogs, but I'm going to show you guys something you really got to do with the soft plastics once you lay them out. And you'll be surprised how much more soft these frogs are when you get them out after you've done this with them. Get it out of there. Okay. So what I'll do is just take the frogs, lay them out. I can already feel they're quite a bit softer. Like I said, I'm guessing you got almost a 50% softness increase after you boil them. You can boil them longer too. I mean, you can boil them for 10 minutes if you want to, but usually that's good. But notice here how now the tails on them are perfectly straight. They were all crooked. What you want to do is when they're hot like this, you want to lay them out perfectly straight on a flat surface. And this is what's critical. They've been released as far as their tension. They're all straight now. Lay them out straight and then let them cool. And once you guys lay them out like this, they're going to cool in one position, and the legs are going to be perfect. They're going to work a lot better. You don't have to throw them out. The thing about those soft plastics like that is, I'm guessing 25% of the ones that you buy out of a package, even if they're hung up on a rack like at a tackle store, a lot of them are just crooked out of the package because, like I said, they've been shipped in boxes and they've got compressed. And so you can do this on just about any soft plastic that you have. So anyway, guys, that's just a quick tip. Boil your frogs, boil your soft plastics if they're crooked. It's gonna get you a lot more, your bite to land ratio on your frogs are gonna go way up with that. And also your bite ratio is gonna go up on your soft plastics when they're straight. So anyway, thanks for taking a few minutes to check out the video, much appreciated. If you hadn't hit that subscribe button, please hit it, much appreciated, and we'll be back soon with another one.